Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make a graphic using tracing. So first of all, when you're tracing, you're going to need an image. So I'm just going to go to Google here and search up whatever I want and download it. And then once you have it downloaded, you can just close out of Google. And then you're going to go to this little search bar and search up Adobe Illustrator. Open that up. And once it's opened up, what you can do is you can either go to in this corner and open a new template, or what you can do is click right here and create new, but right now I already have something started, so I'm just going to click on that. And then once you have your blank template opened up, what you're going to do is go to File and Open, and then you're going to find your donut image and open that up. And then you can make this smaller or bigger if you want, but whatever you do, you want to make sure you hold down Shift so you don't distort the image. So let's say we want it like that. We can. So to zoom in and zoom out, what you're going to do is do Control plus or Control minus. For this instance, we're going to do Control plus so we could zoom in and trace easier. And then to trace, what you're going to do is you're going to click on the pen tool, which is like the fourth tool down. And where it says appearance in this right hand corner, fill you want to make none, and then the stroke you want to make it black, and you want to make it like 1 or 2 point for now so you could like see where you're tracing it, and then you're just going to kind of start tracing it. Since this is a circular image, to make things more curvy, you're going to hold it down and move it so you can see the line gets kind of curvy. And then if you don't want to continue, like it continues kind of a curvy shape for you, but if it doesn't fit your image, what you do is you just click on the anchor and then you just start again. And then to go back, you can still use Control Z. So you're going to continue tracing around the whole thing. And what you're going to do for now is you're going to avoid this little circle area and this handle area because you're going to use different shapes and another tracing tool to use that to trace that and separate it from the image. So you can make short or long lines depending on like what fits the image. Try to be as precise as you can with this. Like try to trace the image exact. And then if it goes like this, like clearly this doesn't fit the shape, you can click on this and then click on the anchor tool again and then start from the anchor once again. So here we have the basic outline of the mug itself. Now what you want to do is you want to do this handle and this little hole in the middle. So for the hole in the middle, what I'm going to use is just like a shape, and you're going to click on the rectangle tool, hold down, and go to the ellipse tool, which is like ellipses and circles. But to make sure it gets a circle, when you're dragging the shape, you're going to left click and drag, but what you want to do is you want to hold down Shift and then just drag so it stays a circle, it doesn't change into anything else. So let's say this is about the size we want. You're going to click on this tool to be able to move it, and then you just move it into place, and there you have it. And then for this we're going to use trace again, so you're just going to click on the pen tool. You're going to start from a corner and just... So here you just have the basic mug shape. Now what you want to do is you can try to trace the little donut shape, so I'm going to try to do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my stroke weight really tiny, so like here you can see the lines can be a little bit jaggedy, so you could like have kind of more fun with it and you don't have to be as precise. So there's your basic shape in the back, and then what you can do is you can start making triangle shapes over these sprinkles to make them look like the sprinkles. Um, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the ellipse tool, but you're gonna go to the rounded rectangle tool, and then let's say this is one's doable. They kind of look like that. The stroke on this is going to be nothing, and then where you're going to change is the color. So let's say we have a blue. You could place these randomly and you can copy and paste them. But now since you have the basic shape, you're going to click on the background image and just delete it. So here you have the basic shape of the mug. One thing I did forget is the little lip ring. So what you're going to do is just go to the trace tool again, the pen tool, and then from where it starts, you kind of just like make a little oval shape like that. But make sure the fill is none and your stroke is back on. There you go. And now what we're going to do is we're going to just create the shapes. What you can do is Control C and Control V to copy and paste. You could rotate them to be like the picture. And make many more. So once you have a bunch more, you can just like start placing them randomly. And you could change the color of this too still. So once you have them randomly scattered, what you can do is you can do Control Shift and select just a number of them randomly to change the color of all of them together. So let's just say I have those selected. I'm going to change those to like a pink. And then I don't like just blue, so we're going to take a few more. Do the Shift and selecting. You'll see it makes like a kind of a box around them. And let's say we're going to make those like purple. I still see a lot of blue here, so I'm just going to take a few of these and make them like a green. Now, to change the color of the background and everything, you're going to select this one, so that's one shape. So we're going to make that like kind of a donut-y kind of a color like that. And then you saw the circle in the back disappeared, so what you're going to do is you're going to click on this, move it to the side. You're going to take this, right click, and you're going to go to arrange and bring to front, and then you can move this back into shape, just like that. And then with this, what you're going to do is you're going to, instead of fill is going to be white, or whatever the color of your mug, whatever we're going to make it. And then the stroke you're just going to remove so it's not visible, or you can make it a very slight so that it's just barely visible. And then let's say for the mug we want to make it, and then the stroke is going to be very tiny, so you're just going to make it like a 0.25 so it's barely visible. And then all of these you're going to make the same. And then you're going to take this, and the stroke you're going to make very small once again so it's not that visible. And then the fill you're going to make white, which is our background. And you want to try to change the stroke color to what your actual background is, so something similar, just like that. And then for here you want to change the stroke color to and then for this one as well, I try to make like kind of like a white, and then that's, you just have like a graphic of a mug.